There's the 11 car that, unless this 41 car, Kurt Busch, can get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
Shots
they go.
into the wall with
wrecked.
the one of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. One on its roof. One car hard into the wall.
That was
and it ends in flames and sparks.
Our front row sitter up here, he's got a torn up race car,
Mark
78 car.
Jimmie Johnson, he looks okay. Front end of his car on fire.
Menard had a fast car all day long, and here comes McMurray, and he just gets a little bit of piece of that 48. A lot like happened in the Unlimited. Looked like Jimmie's car just got loose and spun.
Look at Clint Boyer in that 15 car get up in the air.
Thing went all, it did a 360. Unbelievable.
Did a barrel roll and came right back down on its wheels.
And he'll cross the start-finish line because it goes all the way across the infield.
Riding with Jimmie Johnson.
Trouble off of 2.
And it's
like
Jimmie
Johnson
Johnson
spinning.
sideways. And
Inside.
trouble for Jimmie Johnson as he slams the inside wall.
Oh, man, he's got a lot of damage to that race car.
Yeah, there were 3 wide.
Johnson, who dodged so many bullets last week at Talladega in the final laps.
Right front suspension, right rear suspension.
You hear Chad Knaus on the radio getting the crew ready to make repairs to this car.
Well, look how heavily damaged that car is, both sides and the rear.
That's going to take a lot of work. They're going to have to replace a lot of parts.
Here, take our time, get this thing fixed up.
Let's show you what happened here. Lap 3, watch Jimmie Johnson. Watch him 3 wide on the outside of the 77.
In fact, Rudeman got into the back of Sam Hornish in the 77. That shoved him up into Jimmie.
It looked like Jimmie might almost have it saved, but he got back into Hornish there. Then goes down and collects the inside wall. You see Sam Hornish getting against the wall on the outside.
Now right along with Jimmie Johnson, and watch the little tap here.
Inside. Straight down there, you get it inside. Caution's out.
Well, Jimmie did a great job trying to save the car.
Get ready.
Like you said, Dale, he almost had it saved.
Almost did, but right now, here's that window of opportunity for these guys behind him in the points to take advantage today.
Guys, we're gonna need
3 wide to the inside. Johnson goes around hard into the wall. Kurt Busch is there. Paul Menard is involved. Others are trying to avoid Jimmie Johnson, whose playoff hopes have just ended here at lap 104 in the Brickyard 400.
Yep.
Just at the stage. It's
Bring it
going
to
to
us.
take more than
Bring
points.
it to us. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just curious why we were in that position.
There you have it. Jimmie Johnson was down at the bottom of the racetrack, and there was a lot of competition for the position he had. But look at the side of that race car. And we heard it too. That car destroyed.
Well, let's take a look here and see why Jimmie was in the position he was in. There he is on the inside, making up ground here, trying to draft there 3 wide right there. And I don't know, Jimmie just doesn't think he had enough room down here. His teammate very tight on his door. That was the Byron car, but I don't know if Jimmie knew they were 3 wide. We've seen it already at one time over there today with Eric Jones. The car's losing a ton of side force. They get really close together in turn 2. Just sucked the 48 car right around.
Yeah, the one car, Kurt Busch, he just had some issues and just got up the racetrack, and that allowed both of these guys to get underneath them. And you said it. I mean, when you get underneath somebody like that, it's easy to get the air taken off of your spoiler, and just around they went 3 wide. Just normally doesn't work very well at Indy. It's just not a wide racetrack, enough groove. But what do? Jimmie Johnson's got to push. He's got to make something happen, riding along.
2 out there. 2.
See the view he has.
Still 2.
Oh, he's been told 2. The whole time he's been told 2 by the spotter.
Yeah, he knows he's got 2 guys out there if he's listening to the spotter.
Ready, guys.
Position. So this thing, obviously, it may have started back a little bit, but it carried its way all the way to the front. Down to come in pit road. Now he slows down.
Yeah, Johnson got tagged. Was it Martin Truex Jr. maybe?
I couldn't tell, but he got tagged
Early, though. I mean,
look at the 24 right here. The 24 is coming down pit road and gets wrecked. They run into him from the back right there. And you see these guys already on pit road. So it's really going to be interesting to see when the light comes on.
Watch how hard Jimmie Johnson hits this inside wall. I'm telling you what, those soft walls or whatever you want to call them, those things are incredible.
And we've not always had safer barrier on the inside.
I've hit walls on the inside when they weren't there. I'll tell you what, it's a shot.
Watch his tires. Wow,
when it picks up the rear wheels off the ground, that's a hit.
That's when your luck is bad.
And he's had it all year.
Look at the green light. We're still under green. See when the caution comes out. Yeah, now, there you go. You see the start-finish line. There it is right there.
You see the
teammate Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards, 3 Fords. Trouble already. The wall slams to the outside. It's 5-time champion Jimmie Johnson. He collects Danica Patrick and the 34 of David Reagan.
Trevor Bayne, the 21 car, winner from last year. You see him involved?
Kurt Busch is involved.
I'm a little worried about Jimmie. He took a hard lick right in the door. And there's the HenryCar.com Chevrolet of Kurt Busch. He's got damage.
1 lap and 600 feet, and it's calamity.
Oh my gosh. Jimmie took a really hard lick, that second lick.
David Reagan's Ford, his first outing for Front Row Motorsports. Busch will make it back around to the pits.
Both of our winners from the Daytona races last year involved. Trevor Bayne won the 500. David Reagan won the July race.
When you see the replay of this and you see what Danica did, you won't believe it.
All right, let's keep an eye on Jimmie Johnson. He's right tucked up underneath the 78 of Regan Smith.
Ooh, just got a little tap in the back end.
I believe that might have been Elliott Sadler in 33.
Elliott Sadler gave him just a little tap. Right here's what I was talking about. Watch Danica. Right there, she gets some damage, but then watch her go down. Jimmie's car's total, but watch her right here, right between those 2 cars.
Get in there and work on it a little bit more.
Like a true.
Yeah, we don't see any smoke right now. So the way we do it now, and now we see some smoke. So he may have to get this looked at.
Side by side, and we see some parts and pieces coming off there, and obviously.
We just cut a tire and hit the wall pretty hard.
And you just said, as long as he doesn't blow this tire out, he may have a shot. But no, he just cut right into it and just slammed across the wall. And the points.
Okay, Jimmie?
Yeah, this is a hard lick for Jimmie. He had a hard lick 2 weeks ago at Chicago. He jumps right out. That's a good sign.
Jimmie Johnson, 7th in the point standings. He is the reigning NASCAR Nextel Cup champion. He gets out of the car, but the car is ablaze here, and here come the safety crew.
Yeah, it's a really smart decision on Jimmie Johnson. He knew the car was on fire. He jumped out. But guys, this is the problem you have when the pit crew doesn't fix the car the way it needed to be fixed. You know, they did the best job they possibly could. You take a look at his wife. She's calm. She knows her husband's out of the car. That's something, as a wife, it's got to be killing you. You're really concerned. But Jimmie looks good right now. He's took a big hit in the points, but I'm sure he's still going to be in the top 12, even though he's had this wreck.
And he's okay. I'm not sure that his wife Chandra is okay, because she has to sit and watch this and hear the reports on the radio when they ask him, are you okay, are you okay? What they didn't realize was he was already out of the car and couldn't respond to them on the radio. Now watch the middle of the screen coming down the back straightaway, the 48 of Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, we didn't see any smoke till we got to the end of the straightaway. And it just instantly cuts this tire. You see it blow out and all the pieces of rubber start flying everywhere. No control of this. So he just has to lock it down and ride it to the fence.
So folks, let me tell you the bad part about this. That tire blew out at the highest part of speed at the racetrack, close to 207 miles per hour. He blows that left front off, head on in the wall. And
you
it's
see him
just
winning it down while he was still wrecking right there. It's up against the wall.
Oh, that's a hard hit. Again, thank gosh for the soft wall, Jerry. We've had 3 bad wrecks. Ryan Newman, J.J. Yelly in practice, and now Jimmie Johnson this hard. And yes, and he said, you saw the window net come down. Good indication he's okay.
The safer barriers debuted here in 2002. They updated them in 2000.
It's 48 car.
And A.J. Allmendinger, Jimmie Johnson, and A.J. hard up into the wall in 3.
Boy, look at that thing.
Now the caution had already come out when that happened, and
look at that
48 is junk.
I have never seen a 48 car torn up quite like that. She is done. Not a happy camper either.
Darrell, you talked a little bit about it in the pre-race. It has been a rough ride for this 48 team, honestly, whether it's coincidental or not, since we went to this rear spoiler.
That's my observation.
Watch the 48. Things are going to happen up front. There goes the 37 up and around. It's Conway.
He makes slight contact with the outside wall.
But then that's up in 2. Down in turn 3.
Oh, here comes
Jimmie Johnson just nowhere to go. The 43 car of Allmendinger just coming back up the racetrack right in front of him.
That is a huge hit.
So the caution apparently was for Conway into the wall.
Yeah, look at
Not sure why Allmendinger was so far down on the racetrack.
That's brutal right there, man. That is a hard lick.
Jimmie Johnson climbs out.
About Ambrose, he finished 6th here in the spring.
And having a top 5 night hang on there. Jimmie Johnson sideways.
Is he going to be able to save it?
No. What a hard hit.
We're done, guys. We're in it.
That was a hard lick. Man. He was doing everything he could to try to save it.
Just what we've talked about all night is that air problem that you get being that car on the inside trying to make that pass.
The 5-time champ running 7th with 17 laps to go. Looking like he was fighting that car and trying to get all he could.
Well, he was going to take the spot away from Newman, but the problem he had was that 4 car, Casey Kane, was so fast coming from behind.
Sorry, fellas, that was my fault tonight.
You know, I said that was a turning point of the race for the 48 team when they took those 4 tires. That's what he's talking about. It could be the turning point of the chase for the 48 team. No doubt about that.
That was a hard hit Jimmie Johnson just took, too. Hard hit.
You can see it's affected Jimmie Johnson, too. He's trying to catch his breath right here.
The angle that he went in, the speed that he went into that wall, thankful for all the safety equipment in these cars, the safer barrier that he hit, that was vicious.
Yeah, even with all the safety aspects of the cars and track, that hurt. I promise that hurt.
Try to make an analogy, but it would be like somebody basically taking a baseball bat and hitting you right in the stomach. That's as close as I can come.
Jimmie feeling the effects of that as he walks away from that battered race car. A huge blow physically, and certainly a blow for his championship, as he's going to finish somewhere down around 35th, 34th place in this race tonight.
It's probably the hardest Jimmie Johnson's ever hit in his career.
So racing for 7th place. Ryan Newman 39 to his outside.
Yeah, you could see that car just start to wiggle where he was trying to get in the gas to be able to stay beside Ryan Newman and maybe complete that pass down the back straightaway. Overcorrects here. Hard impact. See the rear wheels come off the ground.
Look at the air that car got with those back wheels. How hard it went into the wall. Watch the back tires here.
Well, look at the wall, too. Can't imagine what that'd been like without that safer barrier.
Now this is where
Jimmie Johnson has caught his breath. And let's have a look at some replays.
See what we can see here, Jeff. Mike.
We're watching the 48 Jimmie Johnson. That's right in the braking zone. See if, right there.
See that smoke, yeah. Actually, the right rear. It looked like fire in the right rear.
It did look like a failure in the right rear. He turns left trying to get away from that wall. Heavy impact, the right side. That'll take the wind out of you. Now, what happened here is what we've got to figure out. How did Jamie McMurray get involved?
I don't know how much brake fluid would have come out of that 48 car, but it could be that Jamie Mack hit something from the 48 car.
Or were there any parts or pieces that flew off the 48 car?
That is hard.
That's a wicked hit.
Remember, we're talking 200 mile an hour down into that corner.
When Johnson's car was going sideways, inside the right rear wheel was glowing.
Oh, he's going to get into some cars.
Big pile up there.
And the caution is out. Oh, that's a big wreck going on. Back behind these leaders. They were fortunate to clear Jimmie Johnson, get through there. It looked like Jimmie's car slid up the racetrack, made contact with somebody.
Jimmie on old tires. Back from the restroom break, he was too eager.
Wow. Yeah, tell us, Clint, I mean, old tires versus new tires. I'm even hearing that new tires don't have a lot of grip for a lap, car.
Look and see what happened. Well, coming to turn one, don't forget, he had just stopped. Watch this car move right here. Something breaks on that car. He just clears the track. Oh. And huge contact with the Armco. And watch as Jimmie climbs out of the car and says, yeah, guys, I'm okay. 24-year-old Lion from Mooresville now, formerly from California, and he's, well, that's amazing that he is not injured. Speaks a lot of the integrity of the cockpit.
Well, you've got not only that, but you've got the styrofoam down there, you've got the tire wall, and you've got that Armco, and the Armco really gave quite a bit. Look at how far back that Armco has been pushed there.
Well, also what helped dissipate it was the car actually climbed the Armco a little bit. If he'd have stuck in there stiff, it might have been a different story. So all the equipment did exactly what it should do. Jimmie Johnson